Let's see if we can't do something about my boredom.
Alright, back here in Stormveil Castle. Ain't no reason why we can't slaughter all this crowd. There's no reason they don't all deserve it. These big urns. How do they feel about the Eyes of Frenzy? Let's find out. Let's take this survey. They're not too hot on it, LOL. I thought I could hit that little one right next to me, but I was too arrogant. The big one gets real ornery, I've noticed. Sir, have you met my jumping R2s? My God, the viscera. What do we know about exploring Stormveil Castle? What do we know about what goes on in here? Honestly, I'm not sure. I explored more of it on my other character. I actually took the stealth entrance, but I don't quite remember everything. I was just sort of stumbling and fumbling about in a very Tenfey fashion. See, we ain't even unlocked that door. It's shameful. Does not open from this side. Good sir. It is nice to approach this courtyard from this angle so that we can properly handle this crowd. Just spamming R1s. Just spamming R1. I refuse to play in any other manner. Oh good. They're dead. Neat. So if we wanted to break this open, we'd have to lure that giant that we saw the back of when we started the episode. He's up there, down the path. It's probably nothing good. Some sour grapes, I'm guessing. There's no one of them pictures. And you can't actually climb these steps. Talk about sloppy game design. Talk about sloppy world building. Did George R. R. Martin write them steps? We'll never get a conclusion to what they're going on about with them steps. I believe I may have been slightly noticed. Alright, is this where we went down there and got the Godslayer's sigil? It is. Okay. Oh, hey, where the hell did you come from? Did you just blow in from Assholeberg? Life's like a hurricane. Here in Assholeberg. Sometimes you can just use a bow and lightly pepper rats with them. Other times they might require a big fuck-off sword. Oh, I see. You have, like, psychic abilities to project your malice? Or was I being hit in the back of the head with a crossbow bolt? The world may never know. Yeah, I can't remember if this led to a dead end or not. That's right, this takes you back up to here, but puts you in a better position to bully the ballistas. And then there's this ladder. There we go. That's the secret that they don't want. Miyazaki doesn't want you to know about this cool ladder. Let's change this for when I do go to summon. I believe there's some pompous-ass knights up here in need of a good humbling. And I'm just the man to deliver it. Festering bloody fingers. I'm not much for PvP. Yeah, he's fairly humbled, but you crowd could stand to be a might bit humbled. The eyes of frenzy have been known to humble people. Of course, sometimes pompous-ass knights can just fly across the screen. I won't call it cheating, but I will be passive-aggressively pissy about it. There's no getting around that. Look how quickly they're humbled by the eyes of frenzy. And the Zweihander poke. The poke hander. A banished knight greatsword. It gives us another option. I was wondering earlier, I was thinking about it in between episodes when I was harshly critiquing myself for everything I said and every choice I made, like I do after every Tenfey recorded session. And I wondered if the reason this sword wasn't doing anything with the claymore, well, that's actually nicely timed you, was because the claymore wasn't in the same category, but maybe like this fucking thing is? I don't think that's true because it's up here by the claymore. Yeah, he still doesn't swing both weapons. He's still not power stancing it. I don't know. Tommy swears by having 2 great swords equipped. So I'm trying to play the Tommy way, son. He has never said one bad thing about this game. He dotes on it. Oh, I know about this area. I know that there's some jackasses up there. Maybe I'll slap them around with my dragon tail. There's a real hard to spy ladder over here, if you're not looking. If you're recording some sort of Let's Play style video and not noticing things. Something that's never once occurred on the Tenfey channel. Thought this crowd just could use some good old-fashioned lightning bolting. Alright, what does that let us make that we couldn't before? You see anything new? Maybe these arrows. Stormwing bone arrow. Breaks enemy guards with ease. Gets rid of tough enemy shields with ease. We need Billy Mays here to describe them. Okay. Jackassery ahoy. Don't need this anymore. Probably just stick with stamina recovery. Yeah, I don't know if we necessarily need our stats increased at this point. We may be beyond such things. I would like to backstab the knight, but I know that while I'm doing it, this little feller will start causing misery and way. I wanted to see how badly that hurt him. Son! It's like I'm the enemies. Son, this is how he feels what it's like to be a player in this damn game when you're the quote-unquote appropriate level. I'm telling you, Miyazaki balanced the game around being so ridiculously over-leveled. That's why he doesn't understand why everybody gets so mad. He's like, why is everybody playing my game wrong and then blaming me? I'll make sure I did not notice anything over here before we fall down that ledge. No reason not to roll through these barrels. Also, I like how well these defensive structures work if an enemy combatant can just roll through them. Of course, we're the Tarnished. So maybe we were just more powerful. Okay, so we're up above where we ran through a long time ago. Well, it would be a shame not to bully this crowd now that we've come back. Now that we've come back real powerful. That doesn't feel like bullying, because I'm not throwing down lightning hell. Oh, slightly out of bully range, are you? Not you, though. There we go. You just got to use the weapon art. Or as James Rolfe would say, more like the weapon fart. What was Miyazaki thinking? Okay, this is where from whence I came. Just trying to make sure I remembered my roots, my ye old humble roots, of where I was but a few seconds ago. Odd that he didn't get one-shotted, but the other one did. You get a lot more range when you use this weapon art. We really are playing this Dark Souls 2 style. It's for my own sense of self-satisfaction. I'm trying to imagine what y'all are thinking while I'm recording this segment. And they're like, why is he just killing these pissant enemies that he could so easily go down there in one shot? So sometimes revenge doesn't have to make sense. Do I need to bring up Old Boy yet again? Alright, so far so good. So that crowd's over there. So the best way to get over there is to come back over here. Yeah, this puts us above this fucking area, as it's known. Pardon me, a sip of the blue. We'll get my Vims and Vigors back in mallet. Probably can't hit him from here. Is there anyone standing around? There's that guy over there with a torch that I just now noticed. Let's actually aim at the back of his head. Boof! Headshot. FPS Doug. Son finally is on board with the playthrough. Man, it's a shame that pure ownage ended before the Dark Souls era, because you know Jeremy would be all about that shit. He'd be the biggest PvP shitter. How do I get to where you are, my friend? I could just do a jump of faith. George Michael, give me strength. Whew. I got kind of hung on the wall and almost all was for naught. Okay, all right. I like that you've got some advanced skills and that you drop a load of items. Of course, our arcane is much higher now, and one of the benefits of that is our item discovery has increased. It's one of the reasons why I was willing to dump points to it. The main reason is because this talisman we're using scales off arcane. We need to learn more Dragomancy. I realize I only have that fire breath spell at the moment, but there's a couple more we can get right now. And then later when we find the Dragon Cult. Dragon Cult Z. Oh. I'm gonna try to backstab him before his friends notice. Oh, too late, idiots. GG, easy, as they say. Oh no, slightly out of my attack range. The humbling. The humbling begins. He did all he could, which was to cause me a slight amount of damage before he died, thus making him the true victor of that encounter. My one regret is that the Griever Squall's first Sona won't respawn, so I can't see how much better I can bully him these days. I'm sure there are plenty of those fucking things later in the game. I'm sure they're just a regular enemy eventually. That crowd's real mad at what I'm doing. I missed. I hit. Oh, I tried to roll and be a cool guy. I couldn't do it. You tried to kick me. I'll use their own armaments against them as I regain my stamina. Just got pirouetted over. Rolling poke. Not a bad technique. I can't carry. You're all's garbage. Maybe get some good items for me to loot off of your corpse. God, you crowd. Alright, so unfortunately we left this group unmolested. So we'll have to do that now. You couldn't wait to get down here and fight me. It was the only effective strategy that they've employed thus far. Of course, Torchman is still our greatest foe. Even when we've become powerful, the torch can be a might bit powerful to use a very easy and elegant phrase. Eloquent? Elephant? I see one of you ballista fellas is still trucking on. Still pissing me off. Was it you? Too late, buddy. You'll be dead before you've reloaded. All you've got is your Zweihander and your lightning gimmicks. No, what I have is jumping R2s. Okay. We've been doing a good job of killing everything. I guess if we want to find it all, we need to take the other entrance. There's like a underground catacombs of this place with a gangle monster in it. I legitimately don't know how to get to it. Where have we not explored yet? Oh, I know. There's a side area with a grafted scion in it. It's probably somewhere thereabouts. I guess I'll take a red sip. Just because I see y'all looking at my health meter. And how depleted it was. And getting real nervous. I believe we killed everyone in the courtyard, did we not? Some world-class heroics. Nope. There's this asshole. The greatest champion of all. He fought with everything he had. At least he fought for what he believed in. Well, since we've cleared all this shit out, maybe we will try luring this giant down here. Also learned from Eli, the Plague of Gripes' videos, that those things aren't actually giants. They're called, like, trolls or ogres. Because the actual giants are those big dudes, like we fought on that bridge when we were going across here to activate the rune, that are, like, real smoldery. And you have to cut their cankles. Cankle cutter. Probably a technique Knightly of Dark Souls 3 Standard Issue Night Fame would patent. He was quite the purveyor of advanced techniques. There is no Knight starting class in this game. So you couldn't be Standard Issue Knight. You'd have to go like Vagrant. That's got Samurai. That's like the Knight of katanas. It's also the name of some of Miyazaki's unpublished fiction he's written. Alright, we're going to kill you. And then we're going to kill you. And I'm going to throw one of these at you just to get your attention. Follow me, buddy, to a land of opportunity. I'm going to get that sour grapes ass item. Alright, one more should get him to where he's one hit from dead. Alright. Hopefully he doesn't somehow take environmental damage. Ow! Is that considered environmental damage? What he just did to me? My God, this man. Who? You still coming along, buddy? You still getting the high score and knocking me around, quest? We're almost there. Oop, I'll take cover behind this. You'll never hit me here, jackass. Oh no, he can scream. And his hate feels damn. Sir, will you please come down here and kick my ass like a gentleman? Thank you. Okay, he's charging up his lose your mind ability. There we go. That's, you know, that would be nice 100 years ago. When I hadn't started farming that shit for fun. Poked him in the left ass cheek with a Zweihander. He always knew that's how he would go. Okay. Alright. We're continuing on. I want to remember what's in this little side area over here. Well, not this one, but have we been? I believe we've already been up here. Yeah, but that guy's sitting there, still alive, and I just can't have it. I meant to do a jumping attack, but I somehow jumped on top of that barrel and did like a more regular R2. Interesting. Another secret corner. Just for us to share. So just because I haven't done it lately, I got to thank y'all for watching a Tenfey video.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry, that must have been real scary. There we go.
Thank you.
Alright. Enough tomfoolery. Enough shenanigans. Friend ahead. I'm trying to take in the environmental storytelling. Some Smith and Stones. Rump. Rump. What could he be in fly? Alright, so there weren't much to this little indoor area, but at least we can say we explored it. What about in between these buildings over here? Look! You thought I didn't know about this item? Yes, sir. Oh, I hit the wrong button. How embarrassing. So how y'all enjoying the more low-key Sunday morning recording style? In between the last part and this one, I did at least eat a bowl of cereal. Strawberry frosted mini wheats, since you asked and demanded for that pertinent information. They're not bad. They turn the milk strawberry. Okay, that's where those rats were. There was another side area. It's this one, is it not? Yeah, and there's a guy up above us. I remembered. Don't believe his lies. Why not one-shot him with a bow and arrow? Just making sure they didn't have any other jackasses up here getting up to their tomfoolery. And then there's this asshole. Let's throw a little bit of holy smite in his direction. He dodged it, but it doesn't matter. Because he's getting bullied by the Zweihander boy. Of course, you turn right before that final hit. I'm not mad. Alright, maybe bully's not the right word. Maybe honorable, sensible combat would be a better choice. So let's leave the room for but a moment. It's a good spot to rebalance your humors. Get you some sips. Alright, how are we actually going to fight this guy? The Eyes of Frenzy could prove quite useful. Alright, he's already forgotten about us. So we're going to be sneaky magic boy. He noticed us a little bit, I guess. This is similar to those horrible bloodborne monsters in the Cathedral of Dark Souls 3. That you walk in that room to get that ring where... I believe it's the ring where critical attacks restore FP, which I was talking about wanting in this game in a previous part. But that monstrosity is there, and he falls from the ceiling, but you can get him hung in a doorway and bully him with ranged attacks, and that's what I'm hoping to do here today. There you are, gorgeous. Let me lay my Eyes of Frenzy all over you, son. Whew. It'd take a lot out of you being the hero, but I'm willing to do it. I was going to say I was targeting something else at the same time, and it was this pack of fucks sitting here by the hearth, waiting for their fresh meat and rutabagas. We finished cooking. Y'all would have been so proud. I was visiting my mom the other day. She was telling me how she cooked some rutabagas the other day, and I asked her if she got what kind of meat she got to put in them, and without missing a beat, she said she got neck bones. I chortled to myself. Sniping spot. I guess if I came from the other direction. I guess I should see what that crowd's saying about this stew. Old deer required ahead. Dog. I didn't expect it to be so terrible. Just wanted to see if you could explode that barrel. Hey, jackass. Gonna get two-hand backstab with a Zweihander. Good times ahead. Bullied, son. Just like he deserved. The Mimic's Veil. So I believe that's an item you use that consumes FP, but casts basically the Chameleon spell. Let's see how good it works. Let's get a good camera angle. There you go, boys. I mean, I'm sure the dukes and duchesses and such sat at that table, so why wouldn't they want a fire cannon aimed at their audience? Although, you know, we had to ask them to stand up, be like, couldst thou go stand on that rug before I render my verdict? If only we could fire at the same time. Oh yeah, I was thinking I want to try something. Oh, you're like, oh god, here he goes. Tenfey's up to his fucking antics again. Damn, it puts us in heavy load. I was just thinking how we're not getting as much use out of that spear as we should ought to be. And it's real sad. We used to be proper spear boys. We used to be proper dragoons. If we were to downgrade our gloves slightly, we still couldn't do it. Damn. Double damn. Okay, if we change our shield up, we can. Which one of these looks better? That's more colorful. But that matches our current attire better. And of course we got our starting shield. There we go. Can't be Zweihanders all the time. Son Hans and Franz have left the chat. They're like, look Hans, Tenfey has decided playthrough should be terrible. You can headshot a dog, right? Maybe. Just got to be good at it. I was gonna say, it seems like the kind of place where a bunch of knights would be walking around, waiting to get obliterated. I see you down there at the end of the hall. Slap! I know. Remember why I stopped using this all the time? Because they're always slightly out of its range. No, it's not my fault for properly learning the range of it. No, no, it's the Miyazaki who's wrong. What if I were to take competent gameplay and replace it with rambling nonsense? Ho ho ho, Tenfey. Delightfully devilish, Tenfey. You've always got an entourage with you, huh? If we pre-game our Eyes of Frenzy, then we'll have it ready just in time to smite him. Need to kill some more foes proper Dragoon style. Lightning spears count as proper Dragoon style. Damn it. At least where I come from. I noticed the ladder in the side area. Calm down. I just want to see what's in here. Oh yeah, there's that little church. Oh. Oh. So the sorcerer that we summoned one of the first times we tried to fight Margit, or whatever the hell his name is, Margaret, was a sorcerer who sometimes appears here and talks to you. I wonder if I fucked up his quest line. Probably. I don't anticipate completing many of the NPC's quest lines in this playthrough for y'all, because I don't really understand the mechanics behind most of them. I haven't played past the lakes part on my other save, so when we go to the academy after this and start actually advancing the game, I'm going to be back into pure ignorance. But luckily I've become more powerful. I'm going to overpower my ignorance with strength. Like you're doing a Fallout 2 low intelligence run where your character can't even properly talk. Now that's roleplay. Okay. Don't want anything to do with you. Oh, you're the birds that throw explosive barrels. And then get stabbed to death by me. My favorite kind of bird. I usually approach these birds from the other way, so I guess I took a more different route than usual. I'm not even going to waste the FP. Jesus, do I not have any fire pots created? I guess not. It's a lot of effort to go through to make a point. Yep, that's just about what I expected. Oh, Miyazaki, give me strength. And there we go. First time every time. They can drop their claw sword talon things they got strapped to their legs as a sword. I bet if you got two of them, you'd be real cool. Dual wielding. Oh no, wrong ability. Will it reach him? It didn't. It did not. My words could not reach him. He was filled with such blade-birded hatred. Okay. Appreciate it. A summoning pool. How quaint. A gift of grace, or side of grace, or whatever the hell you call these things. Also, quaint. Okay, that brings us here to this lift room. Okay, this one doesn't move because it's down there. It's one of those ones that when you activate it the first time, then it decides to start working. I'm sure there's a lore explanation for it. My God, you probably got to give Vatty some time to get this fanfiction written. I knew about you the whole fucking time. I almost fell off and died, but it was still worth it. Hey. Just tried to, like, ignore me. Oh yeah, there's that guy up there that if he notices you, he alerts everybody else. Let's prevent that from happening with a cool guy headshot. The hero. Okay. Not an additional path up here. Oh no, that's right. You have to like, climb out here and do some dangerous platforming for Miyazaki's amusement. Doesn't matter how powerful you become if you fall off a ledge and die. I see the rats down there. At least there's rats inside my mind. Is that the most quoted SpongeBobism of the Tenfey channel? The at least I'm safe inside my mind. Alright, be careful. You've got to do dainty platforming. Didn't expect key. Huh? Oh, oh. I incorrectly hooted. Don't tell the blowfish. I meant to do that. Clearly. Okay, stone sword key. I didn't expect key either, buddy. One of these roofs, I was going to say, has a fucking bird on it. So dragoonable. Huh? Yeah, I don't know why I thought I could use my spear weapon art against an enemy like you. That loses their shit all the fucking time. Non-stop infinite shit loss. What a fucking mess. This is it. We just, the two of us in eternal combat, because neither one of us will ever hit the other. I say that as you hit me. I'm getting frustrated. I'm not going to lie to you kids. Your Uncle Tenfey's getting real anally bothered by this fuck bird. I realize it's immature, but I despise it with every fiber of my fucking heart. What an unnecessary mess. Miyazaki, if he had his way, every enemy in the game would have that moveset. I finally got the pass the fuck out. Sleeping pose. Okay. Alright. We're still just a-getting there. Trying to remember if there's anything along this ledge. It's a spot you could snipe the courtyard from if you're into that kind of thing. If you're a fan of courtyard sniping. Samurai man, we meet again. Damn, this just goes around and around. Oh, God. Miyazaki himself left that message there as the final insult. Stormveil Castle is real intricate, we'll say. That'll be our polite term for being a confusingly laid out mess, sprawling mess, to be more specific. Ah, I did it. You sure did, buddy. You sure did. I was going to say, I feel like there ought to be a bunch of pompous jackasses here trying to bother us. Oh no. Ha-ha! A bow duel, eh? Truly the cool guy here. Once again, I can't carry any of y'all's garbage. I need to start using a crossbow for fun. If we find us a good lightning enchanted crossbow. A hidden path ahead? Oh boy, I better charge up a big attack. Are there elemental ashes of war you can put on your ranged weapons? I don't know. Has anyone discovered any cool, like, lightning crossbows or holy crossbows? Leave it in the comments, son. So many birds to slaughter. All of that, and I just got one drop. Now this, if I remember correctly, is the Dragoon Talisman. Hell yeah! Enhances jump attacks. Weird that it's a claw. It should be the Plunging Rat Talisman. And we all agree. I was hoping like hell I'd get a rating approved message at that exact moment so that I could claim it was y'all. Now how do I get over there to you, crowd? How do I murder you with the eyes of frenzy? Son, such justice, such culture. Huh? Oh, we actually did it. I just assumed I fucked it up. I left one survivor, like the natural born killers. Check out this motherfucker right here. Dual blades. Yeah, why don't you spin them like a helicopter and go gadget your ass out of that situation. And look, we found this cool ledge to land on. Boosh. I really should have tested that with a rainbow prism stone, because I could have very easily plunged to my death right there. I realized I'm out of healing ordnance. Oh no, don't slide off of that and die. Good sir. Alright, have we gotten most of the good shit out of the top part of the castle yet? I still haven't quite remembered where that entrance to the depths is. I believe you jump into that archway. Let's get some light. Let there be light, I believe is something Khajiit Jesus once said. I guess the cool guy technique would be to jump to that and then land over there, because we'll probably die if we don't make this jump, right? Let's throw a stone and see. It's a stone's throw away. Well, it didn't shatter and scream, so maybe not. I really don't know the way you're supposed to make this. Let's just try it. Huh? Not quite. Not quite. Alright, so this is that area earlier where I said we'd drop down eventually, and now it's eventually, because we dropped down. There might not even be anything in there. I might be completely disremembering that, to use a malapropism. Remember that there used to be a newspaper comic called Frank and Ernest, and they had a character in it named Malaprop Man, and that's where I learned that term as a kid. It was a very confusing comic for a child. Okay. If I could have snuck in there and got some backstabs, I should have equipped the backstab talisman. But it's a little late for that, isn't it? Alright, let's see if we can backstab the other one. I'm not really casting any incantations, and I don't want to take my Dragoon talisman off. What if your Dragoon waifu sees you without your Dragoon talisman equipped? It's like your wife catching you without your wedding ring on. Okay, now that we've cleared all obstacles, you and I can fight to the death, etc. The Hawk Crest wooden shield. The Misericord. Oh. So the iron wet blade should let us make any weapon a heavy weapon. This is that guy we killed from the roof over there earlier. So, continuity. I haven't rested at a side of grace yet, so we should be able to just walk around even with this low HP and not get bullied. Okay, we're back in the Grafted Scion region. So over here should be where those dogs were that we sniped, which means there should be a cool red crimson hood. Now, Eli the Plague of Gripes showed me when I was watching his playthrough that if you come here when that lady is still down in that shack that gave you the jellyfish summon that now upgrades our summons back at the round table hold, because, you know, that's the hood she's wearing, that there's a different item there. That looks real nifty on us, but we're going to have to build an outfit around it. So. Behold death, therefore still no head. Is that like an epitaph? Is that like the Canterbury Tales? So here's that elevator. We came from over here when we first entered. No, that's where we've recently been. Okay. I'm not lost. Damn it. I think we came from this entrance, did we not? Yeah. Okay. So then, just trying to remember, where does that elevator take us? Elevator action. Y'all's favorite part. There's that man with a bowl on his head. He went down to Georgia. Oh yeah, that takes us right back here. All right, we need to activate this elevator. Is there a way down there? Yeah, there's steps. Now, there is a pompous-ass knight walking around, and I would really like to backstab him and get some HP back. So he walks over there, and then he walks back. There and back again. A pompous-ass knight's tale, we'll call it. If only I had some means of making a noise elsewhere. All right, let's see if I fall down if he notices immediately. He did not. Please don't turn around, you cheating whore. It's my favorite country western song. Please don't turn around, you cheating whore. I rolled off a cliff and somehow survived. My God, I couldn't have planned it any better. I mean, all according to Kaikeke. Ugh, I'm looking a little worse for wear these days. I need to either set it aside of grace or take a shower. All right. Well, our journey continues. Unabated, even. This is how you get this item. I just wanted you all to see. Oh, I need to backstab y'all. And not get burned up by you. You gotta make everything a struggle. You know that? He just fell to his death to spite us. That's more crowd that I would love to backstab and get some HP back from. But you know how this crowd is. They got to be real dramatic about everything. Dry fingers. Fire grease. A fairly good John Travolta Sona. Trade in your grease lightning for grease fire. So that takes us all the way down. Yep, Grabby Magoo around the corner. Joke's on you, Grabby Magoo, because I'm going to backstab you and get HP back. Once again, that's an item that I can just make at home. Alright, I believe there's a guy up there on the corner. Dung ahead. Must be an inside joke. As in inside the mind of some asshole who can't write a good joke. Oh yeah, there's mushrooms ahead. So I believe that's the other side of where we fell down, aka made our tactical retreat from that pompous ass night earlier. I guess there's not any. Something incredible ahead. All right. Guess we should go back to rocking our Zweihander. Yeah, look at you, you smug prick. I'll be able to stealth him a little better this time. He's still got that little bit of damage I gave him to remind him that his ass whipping was still ahead. I want to get him with another backstab, but he likes to lose his shit and use all kinds of cool Dragoon tech to mock us. Fine, I'll just fucking kill you. God forbid. Where was my backstab, Miyazaki? Still making these Soulsborne games and still stealing backstabs from the good people. It's shameful. Alright, we need to get all the way down there to activate that lift. So we can probably take that long-ass ladder we saw just a little bit ago. Long-ass ladder strats. I feel like I have easier time getting backstabs with this spear. Just making sure I didn't forget to not remember anything. Some light could prove quite useful. There's still items and stabbable jackasses in this little area that we haven't completed yet either. Like this asshole right here. Son. Chock full of life-restoring HP if I could backstab him. Oh, here's how we unlock that door. Oh no. I'm a fool. I mean, we could have unlocked it if I had the key. So technically, I didn't say anything wrong. All I said was, here's that door that we can unlock. So I used very specific and intentional legal language when I was describing that to y'all. Boys, he would be the best to fucking backstab, but he just probably won't allow it. Because when I drop down here, he's going to immediately turn around, I bet. So is his stupid friend, who also needs to be backstabbed. Maybe if I fall way over here. Yeah. The good shit. Better shit. And your friend is none the wiser. I grow yet more powerful. And still more backstab. 609. That would be my Borg name. And I'd be like, the O is silent. Data wouldn't get the joke. He would constantly be asking Worf and Geordi to explain it to him. He'd be like, question, Geordi. And Geordi would be like, yeah, go ahead, Data. Why would a grown man giggle to himself at the number 69? And Geordi just looks at Worf, and Worf rolls his eyes. Son, he knows that 69s are very dishonorable. Son, it's the reason I'll never accept Klingon culture. A proud Klingon warrior gets his dick sucked without any oral recompensation. It's just shameful culture when you think about it. Okay, this room leads to the key that we kind of sort of need. But we need to, like, pre-game. Because there might be assholery afoot in here. Assholery most foul. I would go so far as to describe it. Luckily with our belt torch, it's not as bad. So I think it's implied that our good friend from the gate who was trying to get us to use the secret entrance is the one that locks you in here. It's a very Patches thing to do, but we know Patches is elsewhere. He's actually in elsewhere, meeting all the Khajiit. Bastard. He doesn't deserve to go to elsewhere and meet the Khajiit. Damn it. You know he would be so smug about it later. He's like, oh yeah, I went and spoke with Khajiit Jesus in person. The curved sword talisman probably does some dexterous shit that I just don't give a shit about. Enhances guard counters. Yeah, if you could ever land one. The, like, basic-ass knights at the very beginning of Limgrave is the extent to where you can use that damn guard counter, it feels like. Because everything else either back hops 100 miles out of your range or just hits you. I thought that was my bad. I thought you was corn. So dramatic. These guys with their headshot reactions. But they get 2 million views whenever they put out a new headshot reactions video. It's just them sitting at a computer screen and then they're showing the new Star Wars trailer. And then halfway through, an arrow hits them in the head and they throw their hands up like that. And that's when everybody clicks like and subscribe. I need to stop forgetting that it takes 2 presses of the right arrow to switch to my bow. Because I have my spear about me. It's a shame that at no point during all of this have we gotten flask replenished. Not even any of those damn dung beetles. We know there's assholery inside that room. Oh, you're Corn Hornman. So we're actually on the path, the secret sneak-in path. Just missed me, did you, buddy? I'm not going to go down there and bother fighting them birds. They're not... I don't consider them part of the castle's... on the castle's employ, we'll say. I'm going to try a jump attack. Oh no! I didn't have faith. So this is the intent. Oh wow, commoner shoes. I guess I should put them on for y'all. Oh my. If we wanted to show off our thighs, I suppose that would be the way to do it. But we don't. Behold, message. He's not wrong. Okay, so normally those guys would be up there throwing fire bombs at these explosive barrels, but luckily we dealt with them in advance. Let's equip our bow. Let's aim it. And then let's shoot a fire arrow right now. If he's still in there, he ain't happy. Danger ahead. Darkwing Duck is still hook claws. We could be like regular Wolverine as opposed to Holy Claw the Wolverine. Or Bone Claw Wolverine if you're playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And I always assume you are. Son, you're so ready to take me for a ride. Alright, now that we have that key, we should be able to open this door. And that leads us right back to this. So, we accomplished something? I actually like how big and sprawling this place is because it feels like an actual like dungeon. It feels like Boletaria Palace, like the whole region just as one big dungeon. But I do wish that I could remember off the top of my head how you get down into those caverns. The Abomination Caverns. Alright, this is where we dealt with that guy. Henceforth and such, yea verily. All that nonsense. We're just kind of looping in on ourselves at this point, aren't we? Well, there's at least an item we forgot. Real important. Okay, we need to get that item. It's also very vital. Yes, sir. Okay. I think I might be at the point where I'm completely fucking... I mean, I know I'm doubling back around on ourselves over and over, but I'm legitimately trying to remember the path Miyazaki wants you to take to get forward from here. I can get forward from here. Climb up here. I think we want to get up to those steps. That's our current goal. So now we're back in here. That's where we got locked into there. Can't go through this little crevice. I say. Guess we need to be all the way upstairs. We're only partly upstairs at the moment. Yeah, that loops right back around to here. Is this really not the way forward? I thought that was the whole point of having this door open. Was it this episode or the last one where I talked about when you're recording a Let's Play style video, not noticing obvious things? Because as always, it remains relevant. Okay, we've reached the highest point in the land. And I believe, yeah, now we're finally fucking back on track. Good. That leads around to those mushrooms. This leads up to where we finally got revenge on that pompous ass knight. So down there is where we're trying to get. Why can't I remember how to fucking get down there? If we drop over there, we're just going to end up back right where we were. It's an easy sentence to say. Alright, that's the side of grace. Here's another elevator. And takes us back here where the Grafted Scion was. Grafted Scion Alley. My favorite Harry Potter region. Run around here, run up some steps, go in here where the Mimic Veil was. Jump on this table, obliterate this table. I think we're just going to end up back on the roof at this rate. Seems like it, doesn't it? You'd almost think Uncle Tenfey had no fucking idea where he was or what he was doing. But such a thing would be unthinkable. Alright, if I can't find it here soon, then we'll just warp on. One of y'all will leave a nice comment telling me exactly where it was. And I'll come back later. That seems like the best way. The most mature, responsible way. Well, we never fell down here and got this item. So at least there's that. And that takes us, yeah, into the church. Where Sorcerer Jim Bomb Jones sometimes likes to spawn, but not today. Not today. Yeah. I'm going to end the part right here. So, thank you all for tolerating my nonsense for this long.
Thank you.
I'll pound my chest for you while the camera fades out.